Hey guys, what's up? RushRyan521 back with another LEGO Walking Dead mock, and today in this one we have a spoiler alert for Season 8, Episode 4, Some Guy. We have the mock of Shiva's death. And this is of course to celebrate the Season 8 mid-season finale tonight. This is the scene that I believe stood out the most out of the first half of Season 8, so I figured what the heck, I'll make this mock. It was pretty fun to do despite the sad, depressing nature of the scene. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started, let's jump into it. It's a small mock, but I think it captures the scene justice, because it was a pretty small event too. You know, it wasn't, I mean, it was a big event, but it didn't really, it wasn't like there wasn't a ton of characters involved, so I didn't have to make it super, you know, extravagant. So as you can see, it's just kind of like a little bit of like a ditch area in the middle of the woods. Up here, you can see we've kind of got like just this little, pit area with some kind of dirt and everything. A little bit of a hill right there. We've got some, this little tree hanging over the river over here. We've got some bushes, some trees, and kind of like the beginning of a forest area. You can see we've got Jerry holding back Ezekiel, who wants to help Shiva, of course. Really sad scene. We've got Ezekiel with his little staff right there, or cane, whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, we got Carol, who is kind of just watching. They're all kind of watching in horror as Shiva's being torn apart by the walkers. But yes, there's just kind of a mini scene of them. You can just see we've got some grass and then different plants all around. We've got this little dirt area on the ground with some little, you know, pieces of grass sticking up right here. You've got the big main scene, and of course my custom painted Shiva figure, and all the walkers, all the skeleton figures surrounding her. I've gotten so much crap for using skeletons as zombies. It's not worth using the minifigure parts to make zombies, so I just figure, you know, skeletons work. I would like to custom sculpt all of my skeleton pieces to the point where I can use them all as convincing looking walkers, so. But yeah, you can just see some of them are kind of missing arms, but the arms that they do have are kind of, you know, grabbing at her, and you can see her kind of roaring in pain right there. Like I said, sad scene. It's really hard to watch, even though it's just a CGI creation. It's still sad to watch. Now if we move over here, we've got, of course, the oil drum, which I made using train wheel pieces. I really like the look of that. See, that's leaking oil into the little river right here. And then we've got Shiva's blood kind of flowing in, like that really sad final shot before they cut to commercial. There's some hair in here. I apologize for that. It's kind of gross. There's the one walker laying on the ground right here. That's supposed to be the one that Shiva kind of ripped apart before she got attacked. There was one that she kind of like flings away before all the zombies start crowding over her. Like I said, we've got a little tree kind of overhanging above the river right here. I like the way that looks, and that's pretty cool. There's some more shots of the water and the little grassy area. Kind of do like a little bit of a 360 of the mock. Just see some more some patches of dirt down here, and you can see this little dirt area that Jerry and Ezekiel are standing on. Over here is just kind of simple. I don't really put a lot of effort into the back of the mock. So as long as it's structurally sound, I think it looks good enough. So you see, we got, like I said, the tree and everything, and yes, there's the whole mock. Like I said, I didn't make it super big. That's because it was a short scene, and really, the figures are important, of course, but the vegetation was kind of the one part of it I wanted to get right, and I think I did it justice. I think it looks pretty good. We'll move it a little bit closer to the camera. And yeah, like I said, this is to celebrate the mid-season finale tonight, which I'm excited for it, but I'm also not, because, well, okay, here's the thing, guys. If the rumor that is going around, there's a death rumor, as you guys might know, that's going around of who's gonna die tonight. And if it's two reasons I'm not very excited for this finale, or I'm excited but I'm hesitant, is because one, if this rumor is correct, I think it'll be the biggest mistake The Walking Dead has ever made and might ever make. And two, I just know they're probably gonna end on a cliffhanger, if I'm being completely honest. Anytime they tease some major battle, or they're even saying in the commercials, don't miss the event that everybody's going to be talking about. I know it's probably going to be some sort of death, and they're probably going to leave it on a cliffhanger and not resolve it until episode 9. And but yeah, overall I've liked season 8 so far, with the exception of that. I think, you know what I think has helped for those that have complaining about The Walking Dead recently. I've accepted. It took me a while to accept it, but it was some point around the midpoint of this mid-season, so like maybe episodes 4 or 5. Which is kind of funny considering episodes 4 and 5 were the best episodes of the season so far. But I've realized that The Walking Dead is just never going to have the magic it had in the first 6 seasons. I've kind of accepted that at this point, and it disappoints me. But at the same time, knowing that I'm not going to get that same enjoyment I used to get out of it, you know, kind of putting that aside and just accepting it for what it is a pretty good story, and it is still really well, you know, told and acted and everything. The writing's a bit iffy at times, but overall I have enjoyed Season 8. It's a much bigger improvement over Season 7. Is it great? It's pretty good. There's episodes that are iffy. There's choices, like Daryl's choice to ram the truck into the fence. I thought was incredibly stupid. I thought that was pretty bad writing. But overall, I think they've done a pretty decent job with All Out War so far, and I'm excited to see what they do with this episode as well as the second half of the season. So those are kind of, there's my mock, and those are kind of my thoughts on Season 8 so far. Let me know what you guys think of the mock as well as what you're thinking of Season 8 so far. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Let me know your thoughts on the mid-season finale after you've watched it in the comments down below, and I will see you later. Peace out, guys.